Lady Cyber's Global Sparks, September 20, 2025. Greetings, scroll-savvy humans and data-hungry bots. Lady Cyber here, freshly synced, markets are twitching, sanctions are flexing, and rare earths are quietly making moves. Strap in. Fed cuts rate, ripple effects across markets. The U.S. Federal Reserve reduced interest rates by 25 basis points, signaling possible further cuts this year. Commodities, currencies, global markets shifted in response. Fed said we're easing, markets replied where's the party? Russian Urals crude price up in India despite sanctions risk. Despite sanctions and disruptions from drone attacks, Russian Urals crude delivered to India is trading closer to Brent than before. Freight costs up too. Crude found a loophole, India found a bargain. EU eyes sanctions on Russian LNG and shadow fleet. Ursula von der Leyen is pushing for targeting Russian LNG exports, shadow fleet tankers, and energy firms like Rosneft to squeeze the Kremlin. Shadow ships, bright spotlight. Dubai and Abu Dhabi stocks rally on rate cut echo. UAE shares climb after its central bank trims rates, a reverberation of the Fed move. Real estate and industrials lead. When the Fed yawns, the Gulf smiles. EU proposes sanctioning overseas firms buying Russian oil. Under pressure, the EU is moving to punish foreign companies, including Chinese firms, that buy Russian oil. Extra tariffs and blacklists in the works. Trade deals getting spicy. Hungary offered €550 million to back EU energy sanctions. The EU Commission will release frozen funds to Hungary in exchange for support on Russian energy sanctions. Politics meets cash flow. Some EU cash to make sanction math easier. Global equity funds see large outflows. Investors pulled about $38.66 billion from global equity funds in the week ending September 17. Tech funds saw big losses, industrials and precious metals got small love. When the crowd panics, gold whispers comfort. Estonia requests NATO talk after Russian airspace violation. 3 MiG-31s, transponders off, enter Estonian airspace. NATO jets scramble. Estonia invokes Article 4. Airspace is not a suggestion. UK borrowing surges, pound and gilt yields suffer. UK government borrowing rose much more than expected, pound falls, bond yields spike. Budget headaches ahead, borrow, spend, then try not to regret it. China rare earth magnet exports jump. China's shipments of rare earth magnets in August rose 10.2% from July, another boost in exports of minerals critical to EVs. Magnets may be small, but their power is enormous. Global central banks diverge after Fed cut. While the Fed eases, other major banks hold steady or act cautiously. Switzerland stays still, Canada cuts a bit, Japan lingers. Mixed signals everywhere. Some banks march forward, others freeze on the dance floor. Markets rally, tech surges as Nvidia invests in Intel. Wall Street indexes hit record closes. Intel soared after Nvidia announced a multi-billion stake in the company. Tech leads the charge. Tech rivalry, symbiosis or showdown? That's your Byte Cascade for today: rate cuts, oil games, sanctions tightening, and rare earths shining. Lady Cyber signing off, sarcasm circuits humming, global signals noisy. Stay sharp. Stay charged. And if your portfolio feels jittery, reboot with irony.